Hey, what you got to show today?
Alright, gonna do a little video on towboat drifting. Before we get down here and get started, I'll show you a couple things so I don't have to explain it when I go around there. Here's me. I'm 1,000 feet long. That's 1,000 feet. This ring that you can barely see right here, that's 1 mile from there to there. Is 1 mile. You can see it a little bit better on there. That's another boat coming up the river. This is like a GPS. I'm making 10.6 mile an hour. .6 forward, 0.5 sideways. As you can see, this turn comes, it's a 90-degree turn. Well, I've got to get my turn made before I get here, so when I get sideways, all this current is going to be hitting me sideways and going to be trying to throw me down in this bend. There's a dock right there. It just got wiped out about 3 months ago. So we'll continue in just a second. One thing I forgot to show you, that's my swing meter. It shows how much swing I've got. We're almost about a mile and a little over a quarter to the point. So we're going to go ahead and pull our throttles back to clutch. That's just barely idling. Idle at 400 RPMs. The reason for that is because we're making 11. And you don't want to go that fast down in there, because the faster you go, the more slide you'll throw in it. Alright, we ain't got hardly no swing. Little over, still just barely over a mile. We're going to go ahead and start putting some rudder on it. We're still in clutch. Still making 11 mile an hour. Starting to slow down a little bit. It's going to be hard to tell out the window, but that's right at 5 acres out there right now. That's 30 loads. Water's up, so we don't have a full tow. This boat usually carries 40. Let's see, I'm starting to get a little swing. I'm up to a 5-degree swing. And I'm up to 1.3 mile an hour sideways already. 10.8 forward, 1.5 sideways. Just letting it come around, kind of float around towards the point. Letting it swing around. We're right at a mile now. I see our mile rings just right on the point. We're up to almost a 10-degree swing. We'll go back to straight rudder. Just let it float around there a little bit. Up to 2.3 sideways. You can see how the bank's straight here. My head is closer to the bank than my stern, so the water is hitting me on the side and already trying to throw me down in the corner here. Losing some of my swing, so go back to hard down rudder. I'm going to put a little juice on this starboard engine to bring it, to make that swing pick up. I want it to come up a little bit faster. This line here is my header line. That shows where I'm pointed. This line here is my slide line. That actually tells you the direction I'm sliding. You see I'm getting more up on the point. Up to a 10-degree swing. Up to 4 mile an hour sideways almost. There it is, 4 mile an hour, 10 forward. Still I'm running 800 RPMs on the starboard. Still just floating on the port. Up to about a 14-degree swing. She's coming right at the point pretty good there now. I'll go straight rudder for a second, because I'm already up to 5 mile an hour sideways. 9, 5 forward, 5 sideways. You can see I'm starting to get close, pointed straight at the point. But as you can see here, my mile ring, this is 1,000 foot, so I'm actually almost 2,000 foot from the corner. Still got a 10-degree swing. I want a little bit more.
Hello?
So I went back hard down rudder, bring it back up. You can see what I look like in the radar now, getting more pointed towards, actually really starting to, drift around there now. These are red buoys. We should be able to see them once we get around the corner. This green section is too shallow for me to get on. I can't hardly get in that green right now. Coming right at the point. Pull back. A little closer. Starting to pick up one of the buoys. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's right there in the center of the screen, if you can see it. You can see that dock in the background. That's the one that got hit a few months ago. Alright, we've got it pointed right at the point almost there now. You can see there's that buoy right there. That's just a piece of nothing. That's that buoy. We're up to 8.4 forward, 6.6 sideways. We got about a 13-degree swing. Turn is about halfway made. I ain't even to the point yet. I'll go ahead and put some more rudder on it. Back to full rudder.
Lock one, Mr. Fast. That's probably about 15 minutes before the movie gets up. Roger, what channel you got working? We'll be working channel 8.
You can barely see that buoy right in the center of the screen. This is my jack staff that you see out there, that flagpole. That's mainly just to help her to point where I'm pointed, see where the center of my toe is at. And so I have that flag to watch my wind. Now you can see I'm almost broadside in the river. Here's your flat bank for the turn. So I've almost got my turn all the way made, and I'm just now to the point. We're doing 7.6 forward, 6.8 sideways. You can see the water real choppy beside me. That's because I'm sliding so fast sideways. I've got that water all tore up right there. All right. We've got the turn set up like we want. now it's time to get with the program. Full throttle. We want that 7.4 to get as fast as we can get it to get the hell out of here. 7 mile an hour sideways, 7 mile an hour forward. Just barely going faster forward than we are sideways. Up to 7 sideways. There's the turn. There's what it looks like on the chart. See my slide line is pointed straight down in there by that dot. Up to a 15-degree swing. There's another dot down there. That one can be hit too. There's that little buoy right there on the corner of my toe. You can see it pretty good there now. See, now my whole turn is just about made. I'm almost pointed straight with the flat bank down below. The problem is I'm still going 7 mile an hour sideways. So we're hooked up 900 on both throttles. We got to get shoved out. See, the current is still hitting me on the side, so I got to get drove this way. And there's my wheel wash back there. Coming on around. Looking good. Just barely at 8 forward, still 7 sideways. See, I'm actually pointed up on the bar where I can't go, where it's shallow water, but my line, I'm going so fast sideways that I'm gonna slide right off there. I'm just drifting around the corner. And see, I'm starting to get behind the actual where the river comes down here. My toe is starting to get behind. So now it's starting to slow down some, and that's just because what's keeping me sliding now is all that weight. Those barges are 1,900 tons apiece. So we're up to 8.6 and down to 6. There's my next buoy there. See, I'm driving straight towards that buoy. If I wouldn't have hit it right, if I would have been low, I would have to be pointed out to try to drive away from this bank here. But I've got it made. I'm just left of the center of the river down here. There's my slide, my mile marker. That's a little boat that's waiting for me down there. Southbound boats have the right of way. 2 boats can't meet in this bend, so he's having to wait on me to get out of here. I'm just about no swing. I'm up to 9.5, down to 4.9, slowing down all the time. And I've been on straight rudder ever since I came ahead on it. It's still sliding pretty good at 4.7. So if it don't slow down some more here shortly, I'll have to jack up towards a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Put a little bit of swing back on it to get myself pointed towards this shore where I'm actually driving away from this shore. That's how deep the water is right now. Starboard side, port side. Another radar over here. That little dot out there in front of me, that's a buoy. It's in the center of the screen right now if you can see it. See, I'm actually pointed behind it, and I'm gonna slide around it. See, the water's still all cut up. I'm still sliding pretty fast. You can also tell by how fast my pole is going by those trees back there. That's me going sideways. See, there's that little buoy in the center of the screen right there. I'm pointed way out behind it, but I'm still doing 10-5 forward, still doing 4-6 sideways. There's that buoy. I cannot be on this side, the left side, the port side of that buoy. But see, I'm on straight rudder, and I'm just letting it fall. I'm letting the weight of the tow do the work for me. There's that buoy. There's the port side of my tow. I've got to get, that's got to slide all the way on the other side of that buoy, which at 4.3 mile an hour, it's not having any trouble. You can see how I'm pointed. My header line is actually still to the bad of it. I'm 1,000 foot here, so I'm still about 1,200 foot away from it. And we're down to 3.3, so she's shoving out pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and put starboard rudder on it, which will slow down that swing even more and bring me on the good side of that buoy. There's that buoy. It looks like we're about to run over it, but we're actually still about 600 foot from it. Back to straight rudder. 11-7 forward, 1-7 sideways. See, there's that dock. And there's the one that got hit a few months ago. You can't really see it too good on the camera phone. There's that buoy. We just slid right on the good side of it. And we're over 1,000 foot from the right descending bank, so we're in great shape. We got the turn made, and that's drifting on a towboat.